From the pioneering wings of the Golden Age to the invisible predators of modern stealth, witness the incredible evolution of the most legendary name in aviation. Get ready, this is every Lockheed Martin aircraft ever made. Let's begin with 1910s. Martin TT, the Army's tractor trainer from 1914. This machine helped end the era of pusher-style designs, pointing aviation toward a sleeker, more dangerous future. Martin S. Picture this, 1915, a seaplane soaring over 60 miles. Naval aviation was just finding its wings, and this record breaker proved the ocean belonged to aircraft too. Now this is the Martin MB-1, America's first real heavy bomber. Long-range strikes weren't just theory anymore. This was the weapon that made them reality during World War I. Next on the list is 1920s. Martin NBS-1. Remember when everyone thought battleships were invincible? This bomber helped sink that idea, literally. Naval warfare would never be the same. Martin MS. They actually tried launching this scout plane from submarines. Ambitious? Absolutely. Practical? That's debatable. But it showed how far engineers would push the envelope. Martin N2M. Simple, sturdy, and perfect for rookies. Countless Navy pilots earned their wings in this trainer, learning the basics that would save their lives later. The next one, Martin T3M, the workhorse of carrier decks throughout the 20s. When the Navy needed reliable torpedo strikes, pilots climbed into this beast and got the job done. Then, Vega, Amelia Earhart loved it. Record breakers craved it. This wooden beauty was shockingly fast and gorgeous to watch cutting through the clouds. Air Express, mail, and passengers needed speed. This design put the pilot behind the wing for killer visibility, a true golden age innovator that made distance disappear. Now this is the Martin T4M, better engine, longer reach. The Navy was perfecting the deadly art of aerial torpedo attacks, and this improved bomber was their classroom and their weapon. Then Sirius, Charles Lindbergh's choice for exploration. Elegant low-wing design, high performance, built for going farther than anyone thought possible. Next up, 1930s. Altair. Retractable landing gear was revolutionary in the early 30s. Less drag meant more speed, making this one of the fastest civilian birds in the sky. Now this is the Martin BM, the Navy's first purpose-built dive bomber. Turns out you could take something heavy, point it straight down, and hit your target with terrifying accuracy. Orion. So fast, it embarrassed military fighters. Executives traveled in absolute style while outrunning planes designed for combat. That's just showing off. Martin B-10, faster than fighters. Enclosed cockpits, internal bomb bay. This bomber didn't just raise the bar, it invented a whole new game for military aviation. Martin B-12, when good gets better. Upgraded engines pushed speeds even higher, helping the Army Air Corps leave the old guard behind. Model 10 Electra. Twin engines, endless possibilities. This rugged transport became legendary, tackling brutal routes and terrible weather like it was nothing. Martin M130, China Clipper, crossing the Pacific in a flying boat. Luxury at altitude. This massive machine made the impossible routine, connecting continents with elegance. Model 12 Electra Junior. All the capability, smaller package. Private owners and regional airlines loved this compact performer that punched way above its weight. Model 14 Super Electra. Fowler flaps and serious speed made this the airliner everyone wanted. Commercial aviation was growing up fast in the late 30s. Hudson. The Battle of the Atlantic was brutal. This maritime patrol plane hunted submarines relentlessly, saving countless convoys from the deep. Next, Martin 167 Maryland. France and Britain grabbed these fast, twin-engine bombers early in the war. Desert combat proved their speed and agility were no joke. Next, Model 18 Lodestar, stretched for war, built for dependability. This transport hauled troops and supplies through hell and back during World War II. P-38 Lightning. Twin booms, twin engines, pure terror for the enemy. Fast, heavily armed, and capable of flying incredible distances across the Pacific theater. Next on the list is 1940s. Martin B-26 Marauder. Tricky to fly, deadly in combat. Pilots respected its difficulty but loved its results. one of the lowest loss rates by war's end. Martin 187, Baltimore. Mediterranean skies saw plenty of this attack bomber. Faster and meaner than what came before, it earned its reputation the hard way. PV-1 Ventura, a civilian airliner transformed into a military hunter. This patrol plane could absorb punishment and still bring its crew home safe. Martin JRM Mars. Among the biggest flying boats ever, started as a Navy transport, found fame decades later, dropping water on massive wildfires. Now this is the L049 constellation, that distinctive triple tail, that gorgeous curve. The first airliner offering pressurized comfort to everyone on board, changed long-distance travel forever. P-80 Shooting Star, America's first operational jet fighter. Propellers were finished. The jet age roared to life, and the Shooting Star led the charge. PV-2 Harpoon, bigger wings, bigger guns. Naval patrols needed serious firepower to protect fleets, and this upgraded beast delivered exactly that. P-2 Neptune, decades of submarine hunting. This maritime patrolmaster could stay airborne seemingly forever, prowling the seas for underwater threats. Martin A.M. Mauler, designed to carry absurd amounts of ordnance. This carrier attack plane was an absolute beast, lugging tons of bombs and rockets into battle. Martin P-4M Mercator, piston engines plus hidden jets? Unusual doesn't cover it. This patrol plane was built for long-range electronic snooping during the Cold War. T-33 Shooting Star. Thousands of pilots made the jump to jets in this two-seater. One of history's most successful trainers, and for good reason. F-94 Starfire, first jet fighter with an afterburner, all-weather interceptor. Cold War skies needed protection, and this was the Guardian on duty. Continuing with 1950s. Martin 404. Regional airlines loved this pressurized twin. Reliable and comfortable for those shorter hops that connected communities across 50s America. L-1049 Super Constellation, the ultimate piston-powered airliner. Stretched for maximum range and smoothness, the Super Connie was perfection before jets took over. Martin P-5M Marlin. Flying boats were fading, but this large, twin-engine patrol craft held on. That deep hull handled rough seas like a champ. Next, Martin B-57 Canberra. Versatile jet bomber and reconnaissance platform. Vietnam saw plenty of action from this twin-engine workhorse that just wouldn't quit. F-104 Starfighter, missile with a man in it. Built purely for speed, this rocket-climbing icon of the 50s pushed pilots and physics to their limits. Up next, C-130 Hercules. Dirt strips, ice, war zones, doesn't matter. Over 60 years in production, because this legendary transport goes absolutely anywhere. T-2V Sea Star. Landing jets on carriers requires serious skill. This specialized trainer with advanced flaps kept speeds low and safe for learning that dangerous dance. Martin P-6M Seamaster, radical four-engine jet flying boat bomber. Incredibly fast and ambitious, but the program got axed before it could prove itself fully. U-2 Dragon Lady, flying at the edge of space. Vital intelligence from impossible altitudes. Notoriously difficult to fly, but the intelligence it gathers is priceless. L-188 Electra. Turboprop speed and efficiency in one package. Rocky start, sure, but this airliner eventually proved itself as reliable and successful. Jetstar, one of the world's first dedicated business jets. 4 rear-mounted engines, private luxury, and world leaders loved traveling in this fast beauty. P-3 Orion, submarine hunter extraordinaire. 4 turboprops let it loiter for hours, using sensitive gear to track threats lurking beneath the waves. Now this is the Lhasa 60. Remote operations demanded rugged utility. Simple maintenance, heavy loads, short runways. This workhorse handled it all without complaint. Let's move on to 1960s. A 12-ox cart, top secret Blackbird predecessor. Built to fly higher and faster than missiles could reach, this spy plane owned the skies above enemy territory. D-21, launched from a supersonic carrier. Ramjet screaming at over Mach 3. This reconnaissance drone was pure Cold War technological audacity. C-141 Starlifter, first purpose-built military jet transport. Global logistics got a massive upgrade with this long-range heavy hauler. SR-71 Blackbird, Fastest air-breathing aircraft ever made. Outrun missiles, fly in a spacesuit, cruise at altitudes where the sky turns black. Absolute legend. Then, C-5 Galaxy, one of the world's largest cargo planes. Tanks, helicopters, whatever. This massive beast hauls it across continents without breaking a sweat. Then, Y-03 Quiet Star, nearly silent by design. Vietnam nights got a lot more dangerous for the enemy when this observation plane could track movements undetected. Now let's look at 1970s. L-1011 TriStar. 3 engines, sophisticated flight controls, ahead of its time in every way. This wide-body airliner was engineered brilliance incarnate. S-3 Viking, carrier-based submarine hunter that also handled refueling and cargo. Versatility made this jet invaluable for protecting fleets at sea. F-16 Fighting Falcon, bubble canopy, extreme agility, used by dozens of nations. The perfect view for dogfighting in one of history's most successful fighters. Continuing with 1980s. F-117 Nighthawk, world's first operational stealth aircraft. Those facets made it invisible to radar, slipping through enemy defenses like a ghost in the night. Next on the list is 1990s. F-22 Raptor, stealth, speed, maneuverability in perfect combination. Many call it the most capable air superiority fighter ever built, and they're probably right. C-130J Super Hercules, classic design meets modern tech. New engines, digital cockpits, the gold standard for tactical airlift continues evolving and dominating. Now let's look at 2000s. F-35 Lightning II, multi-role stealth for modern warfare. Data sharing, versatile missions. This jet is designed to dominate whatever the battlefield demands. Desert Hawk, hand, launched by troops needing eyes from above. Small, portable, vital. Modern soldiers get their bird's-eye view right from the battlefield. Stalker, rail-launched and built for endurance. Hours of constant surveillance give special operations the persistent awareness they need to succeed. RQ-170 Sentinel, secretive stealth drone for high-stakes surveillance. No pilot on board, just advanced sensors gathering intelligence where humans can't safely venture. Indigo, folds into a backpack. Quadcopter reconnaissance anywhere, anytime. Small teams get instant aerial intelligence in almost any environment imaginable. And our last category is 2010s to the present. CH-53K, King Stallion, most powerful helicopter in American inventory. Massive loads from ship to shore with ease. Heavy lift redefined for modern marine operation. Now this is the F-16V, classic fighter, cutting-edge upgrades. Advanced radar and avionics bring new life to one of the world's most proven and successful designs. X-59, supersonic without the boom. This experimental aircraft aims to make a quiet sonic thump, potentially unlocking commercial supersonic flight over land again.